Hi, I'm Bob Knorpp from the BeanCast.
PeterShankman.com.
And it's time for the 2-minute rundown for Tuesday, February 14th, 2012. The timer is running. Let's get started on this Valentine's Day show.
Valentine's Day,
Happy Valentine's Day to you as well. Hey, we talked about Facebook and their IPO, and we talked about third-party players coming in yesterday. Celtra is actually putting out a mobile ad platform. I am really skeptical of this. I mean, even though it's an intermediary solution, what is their long-term prospects?
I worry about any company that has to use another company as their backbone.
Right.
You have a problem with it. Look at what happened with Twitter phone or whatever it was, all these Twitter applications, the photo, and then as soon as Twitter decides to do that, they're out of business. So I always worry about any application that has to use another application as the basis for their business.
And it's also a matter of trust for the brands using it, because they're going to invest in this platform that is essentially most likely going to be out of date within just a couple months as Facebook comes up with their new solution. Well, the FTC is warning apps that use rich data, things like Find the Stalker in your neighborhood app and stuff, and saying you may be guilty of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, that you may be in violation of this act because you're putting out information publicly that could affect people's ability to get fair credit. This is a really interesting thing. We don't understand data when it comes to apps.
Well, the basic concept of the act, there is such a thing as fair credit, is funny in itself. But you're right. We really don't understand data. The information we put out there, we think is perfectly normal and perfectly this or that. But all we need is one person to not get a job and trace it back to one of these things, and there's a lawsuit. So, and I give the government credit for figuring out an interesting way to get around it. You're right. The Fair Credit Reporting Act is important, and it does play a part in that. But the bigger question is, data. You're right. We don't get data. How do we understand what the information we're putting out there is okay, which is not?
Right, exactly. And of course, blogging was in the news. Blogging's in decline. People are not going after it as much. Is it being overshadowed too much by social media? Is it kind of something of the past now?
I still like blogging. I think that blogging is going to go away. I think it'll merge with other things. If you look at every blog in the world now, it has a Twitter outlet on it, a Facebook outlet on it, so it's still there.
That's right.
Not like us, though. We're out of time.
We are out of time. Well, I'm Bob Knorpp.
I'm Peter Shankman.
Tune in tomorrow for another 2-minute rundown.